Shalom, DDK. Here I am. Oh, just relaxing at the hotel before we have to go back out for Yahweh. And as you saw earlier in the post that I did, you saw the street sign that said mission. Well, before we set out today on God's adventure to hunt down souls trapped by demons, he said there were going to be signs everywhere that we need to pay attention. So definitely, when he shows us signs and wonders, they're always, usually they come like two to three signs that are duplicates. So the sign, on my post earlier on one of the pictures was a street called Mission. So we get back home and he asked me to get the San Francisco book here and to get that out, that he had something to show me. So, and I opened up directly to this page. Of course. What is it called? The Mission. It's probably backwards where, let's see, you can tell it's the Mission. So, and, there's people that are agriculture and see the word say explore. Yeah. So if you allow Yahweh to have his way, he will bring you into places that you've never explored. And so, it has to be his way. It's his way, the highway or no way. Today, when he brought us into those places that were, and brought us to people that, most people would just walk on the other side of the street and ignore them. Well, that wasn't the case today. He gave them all a chance. And they all received, except one or two. And they were where their caca didn't stink. And before we left today, he says, how would you like to go to a place where their caca don't stink? And we roared, we were laughing so hard. And it was like, oh boy, this is going to be a good mission. Sure, we'll go where the caca don't stink. So he had me boldly ask the doorman that were waiting out there. He says, ask him, where would he suggest a place where the caca don't stink? And sure enough, he said, the Museum of Fine Arts, where else, And so I asked Yahweh, he said, perfect, that's exactly where I want to go. So, oh yeah, so we headed there. And, but first and foremost, he gave them a chance. And only one there at the Fine Arts received the testimony, and they worked there. So there was another one that was working there, and they refused it. And they said, oh, the cameras are watching. So you knew that wasn't the case, but that's okay. They turned it down. But then he had us venture downstairs at the Fine Arts Museum, and there was a woman, and she wasn't that polished. You knew that she wasn't filthy rich, but she must have been, what Yahweh told me was that she was practicing to have her artistic gift enhanced. And so I think she was there for pointers. And anyways, I went up to her to hand her the testimony, and she said, get that thing away from me. And it was just the voice, and it was just the way that it was said. Then I said, no problem, no problem. And I wiped the dust off my feet. And that was her last chance to come into Yah's kingdom. But she already made her choice. See, Yahweh will grant, Satan will grant her heart's desire because she belongs to Satan. And it's very clear, very, very clear. So after that, he shook the dust off his feet, and he went after the homeless, the alcoholics, the prostitutes. He also the addicts. And then, last but not least, the strip clubs. He even gave testimony to the pimps, and they all received it. So, the scripture that says, "Go and gather the good and the bad alike, and my marriage supper will be full." He means business. He's not going to take the cacas don't stink attitude to his kingdom. Only the pure in heart. See, these sinners out there, we're just as bad as a sinner. You don't point your finger at them, you win them by love. And that's why they received the testimony, because they knew I loved them and Yahweh loves them. So, they do what they do because they're just they're in a rock and a hard place right now, so many of them. So, yeah. How many of you go into polished churches where their caca don't stink? Okay, you're not winning souls there. Okay, they do what they do, but Jesus said, okay, His word says, in the day it's gonna rain, and they're gonna cry, Lord, Lord, I cast out demons in your sight, I prophesied in your sight, I did miracles in your sight, and He said, get away, I know thee not. I know thee not. So I'm telling you, you better make sure that your caca don't stink, because Pop is looking for a pure heart. So are you a pure heart? And if not, He's going to wipe the dust off His feet. Make sure you have a pure heart. And make sure you stop choosing who you think is righteous to be in your church. You better let God choose who He wants in His church from now on. And you better let your temple treat those that you think aren't kosher. You better treat them with love, because those are the ones that God has chosen to come and eat dinner with Him. I love you all. We're on an amazing mission, and we're winning souls. And that's all that matters, that Yahweh has His way. And we're making sure He has His way. We love you. Thank you for your prayers. It is amazing time. And back in New England, pray for my husband. He's up to his ears in snow, and there's no one no one around to help him shovel. So everybody is stuck up in snow, can't get out. So, but I know that in the midst of, all that snow, God will send him an angel and help him. So I love you all. And I miss you, Vincent. Love you with all my heart. I have a most amazing husband. He is very supportive. So God bless you all. And thank you. And just remember, look up, your redemption draweth nigh. Shalom.